Hi, this is Alex from devstories.eu. Pydantic, Data Validation, Episode 14 of 20. What if you store a date internally as a Python datetime object, but your front-end API contract demands a raw integer Unix timestamp? You could loop over your data right before sending it, but that is messy and prone to error. The cleaner way is customizing serialization logic right inside your Pydantic models. Pydantic gives you decorators to intercept the exact moment a model turns back into a dictionary or JSON. We will start with field serializers. A field serializer targets a specific attribute. To make one, you write a regular method inside your model class and put the field serializer decorator directly above it. You pass the decorator the name of the field you want to modify. Let us use that datetime scenario. You have a model with an attribute called createdAt typed as a standard Python datetime. Inside the model, you create a method called serializeCreatedAt. The name of the method does not matter. Above it, you place the field serializer decorator pointing at the createdAt field. The method takes the datetime value as its input. Inside the method, you call the standard timestamp function on that datetime and return the resulting integer. Now, whenever the model dumps its data, Pydantic intercepts the createdAt field, runs your custom method, and outputs a clean integer instead of an ISO formatted string. Here's the key insight. Serializers operate in two distinct modes, plain and wrap. The plain mode is the default. When a serializer is in plain mode, Pydantic completely discards its own internal logic for that field and only runs your custom code. It's a full override. But sometimes you need to run the default logic first and then modify the result. Or maybe you want to catch errors around the default behavior. That's when you use wrap mode. To enable it, you pass mode equals wrap into the decorator. In wrap mode, your method receives a second argument called a handler. This handler is a reference to Pydantic internal serialization logic. You can call the handler to get the default output, inspect it, modify it, or fall back to it if your custom logic fails. That covers single fields. If you need to change the structure of the whole output, you use a model serializer. The setup is almost identical, but the decorator goes above a method that operates on the entire model instance. Instead of receiving a single field value, the method accesses the attributes of the model itself. If you put a model serializer in plain mode, you return a completely new dictionary structure from scratch. If you put it in wrap mode, your method takes a handler argument, just like the field serializer. You call the handler to get the default model dictionary first. Then you can add new top-level keys, remove private data, or flatten nested structures before returning the final dictionary. The most powerful aspect of these decorators is that they decouple your internal Python types from your external API contracts, keeping validation strict on the way in and formatting precise on the way out. That's all for this one. Thanks for listening and keep building.